Today we are going to see about a protocol, important protocol, one of the important protocol called namely secure electronic transaction. Today technology advancement today opens the way the people do online purchasing with the use of e-commerce has been growing tremendously, and the customers by using the e-commerce concept, the customers can get or purchase any service or goods anywhere, while even though they are in transit. But however, the impact of technology on e-commerce is faster than ever. But however, if a user want to make an online transaction by using e-commerce, one of the many things we have to focus. The important things we need to consider is credit card information. While purchasing online either service or goods, credit card information must be protected securely. In addition, the purchasing transaction details between customer and the bank and also the merchant should be protected, so that we can get the customer's trust also. This can be achieved by using authentication, authenticating whether the buyer or merchant both are legitimate or any other third party. So in this case, authentication is a very important concept we must use. In addition, while providing confidentiality while exchanging message between different entities is also very important here. But there are many protocols available for protecting either the customer details or credit card information. So these are the important protocols. SECP protocol, which is developed by MasterCard and IBM and Netscape, and one more protocol called HTTP protocol, Secure Transaction Technology. But however, these two protocols are obsolete. So nowadays we are using SET protocols for e-commerce business. Next. The SET protocol is actually developed by Visa and MasterCard, which is used to protect the credit card transaction and also the messages exchanged between the different entities while doing online business must be encrypted through the use of digital certificates. This is entire scenario of the SET system. Here there are four important entities associated with the SET system. One of the entities is called cardholder, which is the customer, and then the second one is the merchant. The third one is a payment gateway, which is the payment bank, merchant's bank, and also the last fourth entity is issuer, which is the customer's bank. These are the four important entities associated with the SET system. So as we said here, cardholder, merchant and merchant bank and issuer bank, these are the four entities. All the remaining on the technologies and the methodologies what we use to protect the entire transaction. This is a scenario how a customer can purchase either good or service through the use of a SET protocol. So first here the customer browse and decides to purchase something online. So once he has decided, the second thing is the customer actually send order information and the payment information to the merchant. The merchant requests the payment gateway for payment authorization, and then the merchant actually confirms the order. Once he confirms the order, then the merchant actually delivers the good, either a good or a ship to the customer. And then finally, after delivering the providing the goods, necessary goods ordered by the customer to the intended correct customer or intended customer, then finally the merchant requests payment from payment gateway. This is the entire scenario. This is the next. There are many key technologies associated with SET, which is specifically used in e-commerce business. Confidentiality is achieved through the use of the algorithm called a DES algorithm, and the integrity of the data either associated with the merchant or the customer, it will be protected by using RSA digital signature along with the SHA hash code algorithm, and then both the cardholder account information and then the merchant information. Both should be authenticated by using X.509 digital certificate along with the RSA signatures. And privacy can also be provided by using one of the newest technology called dual signatures. We understand what is a dual signature, why we need a digital signature in SET protocol. Actually, the order information and payment information, both information should be forwarded by the customer to the merchant. One of the information called order information actually sent by the customer to the merchant. In addition, the payment for the corresponding order information should also be sent to the corresponding bank where the customer hold his bank account details. But here, one of the thing we need to consider here is the merchant does not need the bank details. So for example, the credit card information and other details. Similarly, the bank does not need the order information of the merchant. But however, these two messages must be linked to prove that the payment is intended for this particular order, not for any other order. Suppose the payment information, the signed payment information is denoted as a PI, the signed order information is actually denoted as OI. So here, if the merchant can capture another better order from the same customer, then it is possible. That is, the customer could claim that this payment is going with this order is actually going with the payment information rather than the original message or original payment order. The digital signature, how digital signature can be achieved in SET protocol. Example, that this PI payment information is given as input to the hash algorithm, so that it produces a payment information message digest. Similarly, the order information can also be given as input to the hash algorithm, which produces order information message digest. Both PIMD and YMD both are concatenated and is given as input to another hash algorithm, so that it produces payment order message digest algorithm. This output is now encrypted using KRC, that is the private key of the customer, so that the end output produces are known as digital signature, which is denoted as digital signature is equal to encrypted using customer's private key of the hash value of PI and hash value of OI. Let me consider what are the operations can be performed while doing a purchase request by the customer. There are actually 4 messages involved while doing a purchase request. One is the initiate request, initiate response, and the purchase request and the purchase response. So the initiate request, while doing on initiate request, the customer actually requests the certificate in the initiate request to the merchant, such as what is the name, brand of credit card, and what is the ID assigned for the current request and the current reply. And similarly, the nonce can also be added, which is nonce is actually added to avoid replay attacks. Then initiate response. During initiate response, the merchant actually generates a response which consists of which is assigned by the private key of the certification authority, and then the merchant can also include customer nonce in addition with merchant nonce to avoid replay attacks. And then finally, transaction ID for the current purchase can also be included in this response. And finally, purchase request. Actually, during purchase request, actually the card holder actually verifies 2 certificates, their CEs, certification authorities, and also creates the order information and the payment information. Then finally the purchase response, which actually verifies the merchant certificate and also the signature on the response block. If both is valid, then the merchant actually takes appropriate action. The payment process actually consists of 2 important operations. One is payment authorization and then payment capture. Let's consider what is payment authorization. During payment authorization, the merchant actually sends authorization request to the merchant, authorization request to the payment gateway for the following by including the following information. That is purchase related information, payment information, which includes payment information, dual signature, and also YIMD and the digital envelope. Then authorization, second important information that must be included during a payment authorization is authorization related information, which includes the unique ID for the current transaction and also signed with the merchant's private key and the encrypted session key. The third one is the certificates, which is certificates is actually used for verifying the authenticity of the customer and also the merchant, which includes cardholder's signature key certificate, merchant's certificate key certificate, and the merchant's key exchange certificates. So during payment gateway, the payment gateway is one of the important technique which is used in SET protocol for verifying all the certificates which are forwarded towards it, and also it verifies the signature of the merchant on authorization block. It verifies the dual signature to ensure that the payment is intended for the correct order which is done by the customer, and then verifies the received transaction ID and then request to receive issue authorization. Even though we used SET protocol for secure e-shopping, there are simple overhead caused by the SET protocol. And when you consider, there are 4 different messages can be exchanged between the merchant and the customer, and 2 messages between the merchant and the payment gateway, and then 6 different digital signatures are used for verification purpose. 9 different RSA encryption and decryption keys are cycles are used, and 4 DES encryption and decryption cycles are used, along with 4 certificate verifications. So that all these transactions and processing will actually affect the performance of a SET protocol, which is even though it affects it, we can consider it in a negligible manner. Then finally, scaling. Multiple servers needed the same certificates of the user certificate, that is the certificates, all the certificates. This also which affect the performance of the SET protocol, but however it is a negligible one. I hope that you understand the concept of SET protocol, which is mainly used for e-commerce purpose. Thank you all.